Start again. Yeah. Right, cool. So today we've got this beautiful corn-fed chicken. We are going to have this corn-fed chicken featuring on the new menu at counter. It's going to be a peri-peri chicken with confit garlic, charred lemon and peri-peri chips as well. So I'm going to show you what we're going to do first with the chicken. So we've got this beautiful corn-fed chicken. So we're just going to take all the string off there. And first what we're going to do with this is we're just going to take off there. Legs. And with the legs we're going to confit them. As you can see there, just away from the bone. So confying is basically we're just going to slowly cook the legs in some beautiful garlic, thyme, salt and some lemon. And then we've got our chicken wings. I'm just going to take them. Pop them off. I'm going to confit them with the leg. And then we're left with this lovely chicken on the crown. I'm going to pop down there. Take that underneath. I'm going to use that for stock. So this we're going to roast whole. The legs we're going to slowly cook with the chicken wings. Again, what I'm going to do is just separate the drumstick and the thigh like that. And if you just have a little feel along there, you'll almost feel it's like a little knuckle section. So when you cut down, your knife will go right the way through it, like that. So we've got our wings, our drumsticks, our thigh, and our breast on the crown. So once we get to that stage there, over here, I've got some lovely lemon, garlic. We've also got some thyme as well. And then all we're going to do is we're just going to pop our thighs, drumsticks in there, like so. And then we're just going to finish that with some Maldon salt. And then we're just going to pop that in the oven at 110 for about 4 or 5 hours. Okay, so next I'm going to show you how we're going to make the marinade to cook the chicken in. So here we've got some roasted red peppers. So I'm just going to pop them in. You can do these yourself, or you can just buy them where the skins have already been peeled, ready roasted. So in with our red peppers like that. Okay, next we've just got some raw garlic. That's going in. Next we've got a mixture of chilies, so we've got some bird's eye chilies, and then we've just got some normal red chilies which aren't as hot. So I'm just going to pop them in. We've got some soft brown sugar. And then here we've got a mix of smoked paprika, dried oregano, cumin, and we've also got some chili powder. Some Maldon sea salt. This is red wine vinegar, just for a little bit of acidity and sharpness. Just going to add a nice little glug of that. Adding the red wine vinegar with the sugar as well almost gives it like that sort of sweet and sour flavour. And then here we've got just some really good quality extra virgin olive oil. All we're going to do now, pop the lid on that, little pop. Okay, so as you can see now, that's all blended up, so you've got that really nice colour and that peri-peri, so just give that a little taste. perfect. It's got a nice kick to that as well. So if you like it hot, it's entirely up to you how many chilies you want to add to it. I love heat, and I think peri peri should have heat to it as well. So it's up to you. If you don't want to add the bird's eye chilies, don't. If you want to take the seeds out of the other chilies, which aren't as hot, take them out. It's absolutely fine. It's entirely up to you what preference you want. So next, what I want to do is get our chicken, get yourself a spoon, go as far down as you possibly can. Again, on the other side, like that. And then in here, we've got ourselves some nice butter with some garlic and chilli through it. So all I want to do is get the butter. I'm going to stuff that in one side and then get the other side. I'm going to stuff that in there as well. Okay, and then I want you to massage the butter into the skin. Don't worry if some of it pops out. This is just to add a little bit more flavour. So we've still got some here. Get that in there. Massage it all the way down. And that'll keep your breast lovely and moist. Again, rub a little bit more over the top. Like that. Be really generous with this. So we got our chicken now, which is lovely and coated in lots of butter. And then all I'm going to do is I'm going to get that peri peri marinade. I'm just going to pour that over and all inside as well. I'm going to be really, really generous with that. Cool. So once you've got your marinade all over the chicken, you've got that lovely butter on there as well. We're going to pop that in the oven at a high heat. So we're going to go in at like 220 for at least 45 minutes, and then we'll probably turn it down to like 180 just to finish off the cooking. The difference between us doing it in the oven now and what we're going to do in counter we've got a rotisserie, so it's literally going to be just spinning around on the rotisserie spit, and then the guys are just going to keep on glazing it with the lovely peri peri marinade. Try just so it looks nicely. Okay, while the chicken's in the oven, we want to get this in the oven as well at the same time. This is just bulb of garlic. We've got some thyme in there as well. A little bit of olive oil. A little bit of salt. And then got a little bit of honey as well. I'm going to cook that until all the garlic goes nice and soft. You can use greaseproof paper, you can cook it in foil, entirely up to you. Okay, so next, with that lovely garlic chili butter that we've got, we're going to make a nice garlic chili glaze to nice and reduced and nice and sticky. So once the chicken comes out the oven, we can keep on glazing it with this, and at least I reckon for the last 10 minutes of the cooking process we'll get this glaze on it so it makes it nice and sticky. So in there we've got a little bit of butter, again a little tiny glug of olive oil, a pinch Maldon sea salt. We're going to go in with juice of half a lemon, and then we've got some smoked paprika. We've also got some dry chili flakes, and then for that sweetness I'm going to add some of the honey, and then this is some of our peri peri sauce that we're cooking the chicken in, so that's going to go in there as well. And all we're going to do is we're going to put that on the heat, bring it up to the boil, and just reduce it slightly just so it makes that nice sticky glaze. Okay, so we put that up to the boil, reduce it a little bit, giving it a nice whisk, and that's our nice glaze I'm just going to finish our chicken with. Okay, so the chicken drumsticks and thighs and the wings have come out the oven. So we've got our nice little piri piri glaze. So just going to cover them in the glaze and then we're going to crisp them up. Like I said, in Manchester we've got a rotisserie, so when we're glazing it constantly, it'll constantly get nice and sticky. So what I'm going to use here today is I've got a salamander, which is basically just a grill, so we're going to heavily grill that sticky glaze on it. Okay, so next we've just got our lemons, so we're just going to pop them on the char grill. And these caramelise and they're absolutely delicious when you squeeze all the juice over the top of the chicken. Okay, get another one on this again if you want. So again, we're just going to give this another little base of that glaze to make them proper sticky. Can use some of this up too. Grill that in a minute. So garlic has finished roasting. Watch your hands. So you get your little time halo. So what we're going to do is just nick the top off that. Pop that there. Let that cool down. So now we're going to start plating up our chicken. So you've got your thighs. And then you've got your lovely chicken wings. A couple of nice charred lemons. Then we've got our chicken. So, our next part, we've got our comfy garlic. Just gonna get all that out there. Let's go over your chicken. Then we're going to finish that. Some herbs. It's got some chives, a little bit of fresh basil, and parsley as well. Seasoning there. I'll do it. Yeah, I'll do it. Okay, and then these are our fries. So we've done a little piri piri style coating for the chips as well. Finish that. A little bit of molten sea salt. That's it. Our whole roast piri chicken with piri fries, charred lemon and confit garlic. So that's on a counter.